This is sort of a part 2 to my video review of the merf mute tenor bone gumby. But this one's more of a comparison video talking about the different screws that you can get. As a reminder, the purchase of the mute comes with one screw, the acrylic, but they sell this little pack that you can get of merf screws, bolts, that includes 6 different options, and then if you include the open vented version of the mute, there are 7 different ways that one can play this mute to alter the color and timbre just a little bit. So in order, the different screw options are open, then the acrylic, aluminum, raw brass, nickel-plated brass, stainless, and finally carbon steel. So I'm going to play 2 different little excerpts here for you. One legato, one more articulated, comparing the 7 different options. And I'll let you decide for yourself how much or little of a difference there is as the screw changes. Each one of these recordings has the exact same settings, same microphone, same placement, all of that. So any differences that you're hearing are either me being human and making mistakes or something of that sort, or the screw itself changing and altering the sound that you're hearing. Are the additional screws necessary if you buy a merf mute? No, I don't think you really need them, but I personally think they're kind of fun. Admittedly, initially I thought they were kind of a gimmick, but I do hear some differences in my sound, and I'm not sure how much of it is just inside my head, but I sense some differences of feel when I play with the different screws. Whether that be the way that I kind of get feedback of my sound or the actual like sensation of what playing the horn feels like. Another thing that I've kind of thought about here, from what I can tell on their website, these are the same size and weight screws that work on their trumpet mutes as well as on the trombone mutes. And if you think about a trumpet mute, right, much smaller than a trombone size mute, and if you're adding the same screw to the smaller, lighter mute, you're adding significantly more mass. So I think that on the trumpet version, the screws have a much larger and more noticeable impact on the resultant sound, whereas on the trombone, and certainly if you were buying the bass trombone size, the change in sound is less significant because the weight that you're adding onto the mute is a smaller percentage relative to the overall weight of the mute. But if you're buying a merf mute, I think that this is well worth a buy. They're fun to play around with. And I think that it's a really interesting and versatile option to have in your arsenal of mute selections.